Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. And today I've got another kind of a product review for you. The folks over at Hobby King reached out and asked if I'd like to take a look at some of their batteries. And, you know, who doesn't need batteries? I don't care how many RCs you have, you probably just don't ever have enough batteries, it seems. So we went back and forth, and I think they kind of wanted me to look at some of their bigger basher stuff, but I know a lot of you guys don't run the big 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 20s things that we like to watch on YouTube, but not necessarily run and spend that much money on. So I worked with them to get something of a 2S pack that would be suitable for a lot of different vehicles. So what we came up with was this Turnigy Rapid 3000 milliamp Shorty 2S LiPo pack. And the reason we kind of settled on this is this will fit into a lot of different cars. It's a Shorty pack, so you don't have the size constrictions there. Plus, it's a very thin pack. So this is another brand Shorty pack. Now this is a higher milliamp. This is a 5000 amp milliamp pack. So this one clocks in at your standard 25 millimeter ish. Both of them are hard case, but this one's your standard 25 mil. This one only comes in at 19 millimeters. So this is a very thin pack. And granted, it's a 3000 milliamp, so you are going to lose a little bit of runtime out of it, but you're going to also shave off some extra weight. And I'll show you in a minute why this may be beneficial to run in some of your cars. Both are right at 46.5, 47 millimeters wide, so the width is the same, and the length is pretty much the same. This one is a hair shorter, so this pack was 96 millimeters. This one's 93, so just a hair shorter, eighth of an inch. But overall, length and width are the same. It's just basically the height here. This one has the advantage because you can fit this in a lot more stuff. I can also see you probably be able to squeeze these into some of the other smaller, the HOSIM and stuff like that. This may fit in there. I haven't tried it yet, but you may be able to squeeze these into something smaller. So what I decided to run this in was the Dirtmaster. For two reasons. One, it's been a very long time since I run the Dirtmaster, and two, I just stuck a motor back in it because I stole the motor out of it a long time ago for something else. So we have a brand new Holmes Hobby 17 turn motor in here. And then we have the battery pack installed, and at ride height, the arms are nice and level. And the cool thing about the Shorty back is you can adjust where this sits in the car. Or if you have a full length pack, you're stuck where it says it needs to go. But on two-wheel drive buggies, if you're having a hard time turning, you may want to shift the weight forward to try to put a little bit more weight up front and take a little bit more weight off of the rear. So you can shift this forward in the car to kind of help keep that front end planted, especially at on power. So if you're having to do a lot of on power turns, this may help you kind of regulate and be able to keep those front tires a little bit more planted. But also, if you're on a very slick track and you're having a lot of hard time with, traction, you may want to slide it all the way to the back. So just a few chunks of foam, and you can stick that wherever you want it, forward and aft, versus a regular hard cell pack. So, this is a nickel metal hydride, but you can see you've got 2 inches roughly of, adjustability of being able to slide that back and forth. Now, with this, you may have to run a little bit of foam either on the top or the bottom. Right now, I just have foam in the bottom, but if you're, truly racing, you're going to put the battery down as low as possible, keep that center of gravity low, and put the foam up top. I'm lazy and didn't feel like hassling with all that, and I'm not a great racer, but we're going to take this out, run it around, so you guys get a little bit of run footage in this, and then I'm going to time how long it takes from start to finish to actually kill this battery pack. Now, I'm not going to go from place to place to place to place. I'm just going to stick on the track and just run it on the track start to finish. That way I'm doing the same thing and we're putting the same load on it, and I don't have little breaks in between to account for. So we're just going to run on the track. So what I'll probably do is I'll put together a few laps of it going around, and then I'll cut over to some, broken up footage of it running around, so you're just not watching me go around and around. And I'm not going to air the entire 15 minutes plus that this should give me out on the track. Now again, this is a brand new motor, so it may be a little bit sluggish on the start until the brushes seat in. I didn't break it in, I just soldered it and we're going. All right, enough rambling. Let's take it out on track and see how the battery actually performs. Alright guys, so that was the run with the Dirt Master. Now, that thing was a handful out on the track. The little mini pins and that topsoil doesn't mix well. Need to find better tires for it. I don't know what, because basically it's like hard pack, but as soon as you run over it, it starts getting sandy. So it's just a naturally slick surface. So 17 turn motor, rear wheel drive car, just a handful. Basically, to get it around, I was running half to 3/4 throttle. Every time I went to peg full throttle, you know, it would just skate sideways down and get away from me. But anyway, not about the car. It's about the battery. So I checked the GoPros when I turned them off, and they had recorded for a little over 25 minutes. So, you know, 30 seconds of camera setup, and then there was, you know, me marshalling the car once, maybe twice, and then marshalling a camera once or twice because I clipped the camera and, you know, had to go reset that. So let's take off, you know, 2.5 minutes. So you got about 22.5, almost 23 minutes of runtime out of a 3,000 milliamp Shorty pack. After running for about 25 minutes, you know, it's probably, you know, time to give things a break. Now the motor didn't get hot, the ESC didn't get hot, the battery was starting to get a little warm. I checked the balance when I came back in, and one cell was 3.2 something and the other cell was 3.4. Yeah, 3.4 and 3.2 and a quarter or something like that. It was close, but it was a little unbalanced when it came off. Now obviously when I recharge it, I'll balance it out, and honestly I'm going to go ahead and stick it on the storage to get it back up to about 3.75, 3.8 volts for storage as soon as it cools off. Didn't have any problems with it. Now, when you get these, your connector is not soldered on. So you will have to get your preferred connector and solder a connector on. I just put Deans on mine because a lot of my cars do run Deans that aren't, you know, 3S or more. I checked right before I recorded this, and you can actually get one of these from Hobby King right now for like $10.16 or something like that. They have a combo pack that you actually save about $2 on. It's the battery and then some faux carbon fiber sticker. But you're getting more and saving $2. So, you know, for $11, great buy. So I will put a link down in the description if you guys are interested. Now, Hobby King did have these in stock in the US, so you should get them in a few days if you order from the US. Now, I'm not getting anything on this. You know, I'm not getting paid for the review. I'm not getting kickback on anything. This is just my honest opinion for these batteries. They did send them to me free to review, but I'm not telling you anything that they're telling me to say. This is my opinion. So if you guys are interested, need some shorty packs, you know, some on-road racing, some, you know, dirt racing, whatever, go grab you a couple. At $11, you can't argue with it. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the little bit of run footage and, you know, talking about the Turnigy batteries. I like these little guys. I'll probably pick up 1 or 2 more for myself. And as well as this performed, the Rapid series, I may pick up a couple 3S for the Armas and stuff. Anyway, guys, everybody out there, you guys be happy, be healthy, be safe, and I will catch you on the next one. See ya.